Fans and Marvel actors react to Tom Holland potentially leaving Marvel.
Shane Dawson reveals how he believes he will die.
Oh, and Liam Hemsworth files for divorce.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good.
I was talking to them, Susan. I'm Emile Ennis Jr.
How are you doing today? And I'm Susan Morad. And you guys, we have a great show in store for you today. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
It's hump day. And we've got lots of news. But before we get into the news, there's something else we need to talk about.
Humping?
Or
subscribing. Click that subscribe button so you never miss a single Clevver video. Also, make sure you leave a comment below. We always tell you we read all your comments. If you haven't watched the show before, you'll know that we actually do, because we do a segment called You're So Clever where we kind of we read your comments. Just know we read them. So leave a comment and let's just get into the tea today. All right, so we have some sad news. When the news of Miley and Liam, wow.
Liam. I called him Liam today, actually, as well.
What is going on? Liam, when the news of Miley and Liam broke, oh my God, that was so embarrassing.
Are we still going with this?
We can still go with it.
Okay,
They know
we'll
what
keep
I
going.
meant.
Yeah. Liam Hemsworth. And Miley Cyrus.
Liam? How do I even say that? Liam. When the news of Miley and Liam broke, obviously we were all confused, devastated. There were mixed reactions, but then there was an article that came out saying that there was hope for reconciliation. Well, it looks like that hope is gone. So for those of you holding out hope that there's still a chance that Liam Hemsworth and Miley Cyrus will reconcile, it looks like there is no hope at all. Liam Hemsworth has just officially filed for divorce from Miley. TMZ reported that Liam officially filed for divorce on Wednesday, August 21st in Los Angeles. The reason for divorce: irreconcilable differences. Sources close to the couple say Liam and Miley had a prenup in place, so a fight over money won't be an issue, and as they didn't have any kids other than their fur babies, the divorce will be easy. TMZ also reports that their sources tell them that Liam is over the marriage and just wants to move on. What's also interesting, though, is according to TMZ, their sources say despite appearances, quote, Miley had made overtures as recently as this week saying she wanted to work on the marriage, but Liam was steadfast that it was over. TMZ says that they're told the fact is Liam's people said he would be insane to jump back in. I mean, Liam's been living his life in Australia, and obviously a breakup is hard, and a breakup of a marriage is hard, but when it's in the public eye, it's even harder. So there's been so many rumors and speculation going around. I'm sure I'll be over it too. I
mean, the fact that there's like divorce papers have been filed now, it's pretty slim chances they're gonna get back together, which sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so last night you probably saw a lot of pictures of Tom Holland on your feed. I know I did.
I can't do this, Susan. This makes me so sad.
Well, I wasn't mad about seeing Tom Holland on my feed because, hello, it's Spider-Man, but it was the headlines that were with those pictures saying that, I can't even get the words out. Spider-Man, aka our boy Tom, may no longer be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's basically because of a major deal happening between Disney, who owns Marvel Studios, and Sony. So reports say that Marvel Studios is parting ways with Tom Holland's iteration of the character, which had been on loan from Sony Pictures since 2015, due to a dispute about money. A few years ago, Disney and Sony created a partnership where they shared the rights to a few Spider-Man movies going forward, as well as having Spider-Man in some of the Marvel films. Up until that point, Sony always had the rights to the Spider-Man character. Now, the two companies were in the midst of negotiating the rights to the characters when those talks apparently came to a head because of, well, money. Deadline reported that Spider-Man likely won't be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward if they can't make a deal. Now, Sony has issued statements via a series of tweets saying much of the discussions surrounding the money dispute have been apparently mischaracterized, especially when it came to Kevin Feige's role in all of this, who was the lead producer and has now been removed from future films. Anyway, it all gets very confusing, but one thing not confusing is everyone's reaction to this news. Fans have been flooding Tom Holland's latest Instagram post, which by the way has nothing to do with this news, as well as got Save Spidey trending on Twitter. Like this fan on Instagram saying, "We are behind you, Tom, hashtag Save Spider-Man," and this person tweeting, "How dare Sony do this to Tom Holland, to humanity?" There's honestly thousands like this. Nobody is taking this news well, including other Marvel stars like Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye, posted on Instagram asking for Spider-Man to be returned to Marvel with this post. And Ryan Reynolds, who plays superhero Deadpool, answered a fan who'd asked if they'd see Spider-Man and Deadpool in a movie, saying, "You can, but only in my heart."
I mean, you get so attached to these characters, And especially the Marvel universe, after seeing Avengers Endgame, like we all had feelings, and we all know that the universe is about to evolve into something different now. I don't think that's giving away any spoilers.
No, it's not giving away any spoilers.
It's just, I need them to work this out.
I think, yeah, we need this to work this out. And they're not saying that Tom Holland won't be playing Spider-Man ever again. Like, that's like a different conversation. And there is some Spider-Man movies coming up with Tom as the lead. It's just that he won't be part of the Marvel franchise if they can't strike a deal. That's what everyone is like heartbroken over. However, anything can change. That's what I'm going with.
Who do I need to talk to, Susan?
You know what I mean? We need to talk to Disney, we need to talk to Sony, we need to get them all here into DHR. We need to sort out this mess. All right, you guys, so it's time for one of our favorite segments that we call WTF OMG, which is anything random that you've probably seen, that we've seen, or anyone's seen that makes you go WTF OMG. And yesterday, I was seeing this post that literally looked like a full PSA that a lot of people were reposting on my
Everybody
Instagram
was
feed.
reposting
I was
it.
like, what is this? But I didn't want to invest the time in reading it because it was like this long until I started to see celebrities posting it. And that's when I was like, okay, what is going on? So the post in question claims that Instagram will now be able to use a person's photos against them in court cases as well as many other ways. And in order to stop them from being able to do this, they would need to post a screenshot of this post. It turns out though the whole thing was a hoax, but not before a bunch of celebrities were fooled by it, including Pink, Usher, 2 Chainz, John Mayer, who made a whole joke of the whole thing, Ashley Green, Taraji, and Zoe Saldana are just some of the many stars who had reposted it. Adriana Lima, Eva Longoria, and Josh Brolin also posted it but have already deleted it after they found out that it was a hoax. Instagram responded to the viral post and put everyone's worrying to rest when brand communications manager Stephanie Ottaway said, "There's no truth to this post," in a statement to WWD. I was just like, when I actually then did read it, and I was like, oh my God, do I need to be posting this? And I was thinking in my head, is Instagram stories enough?
Yeah.
Because it was like an ugly looking screenshot, but I'm glad to hear it was just a hoax.
Yeah, like when all those things, you don't know who starts that, and people just jump on, and I can't tell you how many times I rarely get on Facebook. But when I do get on Facebook, I'll tell a quick funny story. My mom, you haven't met my mom before, but she's really sweet.
I can't wait to meet her.
When she comes here, I'm sure she'll visit the studio. But there was one time she texted me and she was like, "Did you know that Kerry Washington is Denzel Washington's daughter?" I'm like, "Mom, no, she's not."
No.
Where'd you find? I saw
news?
an article on Facebook and I'm like, "Mom, like you have to, don't believe everything you see."
And don't believe everything you see on Facebook either.
All right, guys. So we dropped a new episode of Room Patrol Celeb Takeover today, and Shane Dawson was our second guest ever. Tune in for part 2 coming soon. But we want to talk about part 1 because in it, Shane revealed how he thinks he is probably going to die. Is it true that you really believe you're going to die in a car crash someday?
100%. And I've been really afraid of getting into a car crash. I feel like it's coming. I feel like this clip is going to be used when I die in a car crash, and people are going to be like, oh my God, they predicted it.
Where does that come from?
I've had a lot of dreams about it, and a lot of my dreams come true. Not like good dreams, not like dreams, like nightmares. They all come true, but especially the car crash one, I've had that a lot reoccurring. And I don't know, every time I get in a car, I freak out and I pray. I like do the sign of the cross on my forehead. It's a weird tick.
Is it like the same scenario each time, or is it completely different car crash?
T-bone.
Oh my God.
Hard.
So it was definitely morbid, and I'm sure we all have fears of how we're gonna die. I was telling him in the interview that my fear is that I'm gonna die in an earthquake, and it's like a very real fear.
Oh God.
But he
Let's
also
not think about death.
I know, but you have to acknowledge it's gonna happen one day. But make sure you check out the full interview because he talked about his new series, his possible makeup line, his relationship with Rylan, and like I said, or maybe I didn't say, but part 2 is coming very soon. So like we said earlier, subscribe so you don't miss that. All right, guys, it's time for the final rundown. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Wait, were you gonna say?
I was gonna just say, if you saw yesterday's episode, or if you haven't, go watch yesterday's episode. But Drew was here with me, and we actually had a lot of fun doing this. We had a few false starts, and it was a mess. It was a hot mess, though, so you need to see it. But anyway, moving on to today. Here we are, giving you the final rundown.
Starting now.
So Demi Lovato is having a very happy birthday indeed. Demi has officially signed on to join Will Ferrell in his Netflix comedy Eurovision, making this her first major return to set since her Camp Rock days. Will was featured in a video on Instagram shared by Demi where he relayed the good news and also took the opportunity to wish his new co-star a happy 27th birthday with a cake made from scratch and not at all purchased from the grocery store across the road.
All right, but moving on, we have to talk about Bad Baby, aka Danielle Bregoli, because she has a lot to say. So after making some statements about who the top female artists were on her Instagram Live, her social media pages are being flooded by the barbs after she said that Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Drake, Beyonce, and more don't write their own music. So during the live, she expressed her frustrations with the music industry, and she said that she, Nicki, and Cardi B are the 3 biggest female artists along with a lot of other things. Although Danielle's rant wasn't specifically directed at Nicki though, she pretty much went after everyone in the industry, and then the barbs took it upon themselves to stand up for their queen, and they're flooding Danielle's latest Instagram post with shade and slamming her on Twitter. Don't come for the barbs.
Don't come for the barbs. Something else happening on social is that a lot of people think Kim Kardashian's latest Instagram post has something to do with Taylor Swift. Kim posted this video of her youngest daughter, Chicago, playing with a real-life snake around her neck, and man, is she brave. I could not do that. And in case you somehow forgot, the snake emoji became iconic in the ongoing feud between Kim and Taylor. So much so that Taylor actually had the snake emoji banned from her Instagram comments until she decided to embrace the snake and make it the entire symbol for her Reputation album. So obviously with Taylor's new album Lover dropping this week, fans are speculating whether Kim's post was a jab at Taylor or just a very
what, Susan?
A very convenient coincidence. A lot of people have things to say in the comment section, but I don't know. But I saw Chai with the snake and I was like, oh my God, I have not got the guts to do that.
Interesting.
But that's the end of the final rundown. Another episode gone of DHR. But tomorrow we're going to be back here.
Yeah.
So don't be too sad, Emile. Don't be too sad. Be
I'm
happy.
smiling.
Okay. But before you go anywhere, hold on. We've got some questions as usual. I really want to know what your thoughts are on this Tom Holland potentially leaving the Marvel Cinematic Universe and this whole thing going on with Sony and Disney and Marvel. And what are your thoughts? How are you feeling? I want to know because I want to be here to support you. Let me know in the comment section.
And I want to know what you think about what Shane had to say about potentially dying in a car crash, and watch the full interview and let me know what you think about the full interview as well. Yes. And of course, guys, we'll be back here. We'll be back here tomorrow. And if we do another Miley Liam story, I won't say Liam.
Hold on a second, but before you go anywhere, I did mention yesterday's DHR. That was with Drew and I. It's actually hilarious.
Drew?
You need to click. She's in here. She's in the video. Okay. Drew's in here. Drew and I. Click right here for yesterday's DHR.
And click here to subscribe.
Oh, that was just straight direct. Just tell them to
You
subscribe.
gotta tell them what to do.